first or second week of April, we should be able to wrap up the class. So let's move on. Continue where we stopped the last class. I think that is on authentication, two-factor authentication. Check that. We have it. I don't know the one that is the two-factor here. First, we have the setup. So this is the setup with what we did uh, the day before last. So where we set up the two-factor authentication, we work with buffer where we save the image in the memory and generate codes, and then we render this in an HTML. So let's look at the view of this setup. I don't need to explain this for those that are coming in. I think we have video on this, so I don't need to explain or elaborate more on this. Just go watch the video and you understand this part. So I will be going to the view, and we have this 2FA as the URL paths. So I'll just put slash, then press this here. All right. Okay.
Sorry, sir. Are you showing us something on the screen? Or
Yeah,
this
I'm
screen
doing
is
that.
stagnant?
Oh,
Maybe you got
so
the wrong screen.
sorry about it. I got the wrong screen. I have two screens, so I have to screen. The second screen is for debugging. So trying to. So I'm working here. So all right, let's go. So we have this, all right. We want to know where this is actually coming from. It's coming from our database, and if we come to the OTP codes, I have to log in again. I don't. Yeah, what's up? What's that? Who is that? Okay, so let's go on. Okay, we have this OTP model. So none has been set up yet. We have not set up any. So here, what you can see here is that if this is enabled, that means whenever this user trying to log in, and it would be directed to OTP verification, two-factor authentication verification for the user to input the two-factor code. So right now we are yet to figure it out. So what we are going to do is to test this by scanning this. I remember whenever you get to this page, a new code will be generated. So here we have so this will make sure that this page can only come to this page once. So whenever you've been able to verify this page, you can't come back here again, right? So that's what we'll try to do to make sure that you can come back to this particular page, because whenever I come to this page, and this will regenerate back again. And if you try logging in and this ID is not the same with the one you have on your phone, I think you will have some permission issues or authentication issues. So to figure that out, we'll come back later to see how we can figure that. So let me reload this now, and the new code is generated. So let's come to the back and then reload. You can see, okay, is that this right? This what is the new code? Let's check. Oh, we have I don't know this. I think we already logged in here, right? There's account that's logged in. I don't know the account that's logged in here. I think uh Z4A.
The second one. The second one.
So you can see, look at it here, second one, right? So we'll see how to figure that out. That is the problem for us, but we'll see how we can tackle that, figure that out, and move on. But what we're going to do next is uh to synchronize this on our phone. And I think the last time I did a virtual demonstration on how to do that with your phone. So if you have a phone, you can download any auth, two-factor auth on the Play Store, and then scan this. Then you get the code. So I'll scanning that, and then we'll try verifying it. But before then, let's try to bypass. If you put the wrong, and this is what you're going to get. I feel that I should also okay, let's test first. If it works, then we will then start creating the front end. But now let's just do some testing. So OTP token, I think this is wrong. This is like two-factor token, not OTP token. So let me correct that. So that should be on two-factor setup. Okay, that's not on two-factor setup. I think it's on two-factor setup. Okay, we are having not OTP two-factor token, 2FA token, right? That's one. That's nice. This one. So figure this out. All right. So two-factor token. That's good. So let's try to synchronize and try to do that. The guy, can you synchronize and tell us the code? So they will not be like I'm performing magic. Maybe I'm doing it here.
I
Hmm?
didn't install 2FA.
You know, sorry.
I didn't have it on the phone I'm using.
Okay. Who have two-factor authentication or authenticator can download.
Even if I'm having this, I cannot. I'm using this
Okay,
phone.
using
I
your
cannot
phone.
screenshot
Okay.
it. Yes.
I see. All right. So I'll quickly. I've done a lot. So let me remove some. I love you know the one I've done a lot here. So I have to remove some of the factor integration and try to figure it out. And this is not working. This not working. I have like three here. Remove. Okay. And then remove. Okay. All right. Let me scan this and try. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. I've done that. So let me try to. So let me try to type this 572642.
For
Yeah. Okay. You can see it is completed, right? It's actually completed. So if you come back here and reload this, you notice that this is active now, right? So whenever you try to log in to your account, they will ask for this two-factor authentication. They will either redirect it to two-factor authentication. So it is working, right? It's actually working. But what we want to do now is that to see how we can how we can prevent anybody from coming to this place, right? Let me check if that will generate again. Let's confirm because we are learning. You can see, you see the problem? It's actually generating. So we have to solve that issue. So this should only generate one. If it shouldn't generate if this man is verified. So let's figure that out. I think we are not generating from here. We are doing that from the model. So let's look at what we are doing at the model. All right. Okay. So I think this is where we are generating this. So we also need to check for like we want to check from here that if this actually generated, right? So so before we generate this, so we have to say if not, right? If it's not enabled, where is it? So if it's not enabled, right? So you can say, all right, if not, right? So if not, so if it's false, then it should. Okay, that's the backup. Is that the backup? Oh, this is the backup. Sorry, it's backup. No, that is not the main one. So let's do that here. All right. So okay, you have to do save save dot. All right. So if not save dot, so if it is false, so this should work if this is false. So I think this can fix that. So let's go grab this and
Are
load
we
this.
recording now?
Yeah, we are. So you can see it's not generating any, right? It's not. It's still on 5, right? Okay, then click the there. But now we have a problem. This is not the same with what we synchronize on our phone. So that means we need to remove this, not like remove this here and try saving it again. All right. So we can generate as much as we want. You can see it actually generated, right? So we'll do this one. And another thing we also plan to do is that you can't visit this page again if it's actually verified. So before you visit this page, you should be able to check if it's verified or if it's not verified. Then you can fix that up. So let me Chi, can you scan this and give us the code so that we can activate it back again and
Okay.
try. Okay, don't no need. I think don't need. Let's just move on with other things. So the next thing I want to do is um I want to check in my login. I want to like um if a user login, I want to check if um this two-factor authentication is verified. So if it's verified, if it's enabled rather, they they would redirect them to a two-factor authentication page where they will be asked to type the two-factor authentication. So if they've done that and that is verified, it then redirect the user to the dashboard. But if they don't, they will be stuck. So that's what we are going to figure out and what we are going to do. Right now it's false. Um, right now it's false, but we are going to verify it later. It's actually false right now, so we'll fix that. Um, I think I've already created that the last class. The guy, we've created that, right? The view for that verification.
No, no.
Mm, I think we've done that, but let me check my view. I think this is the look at it here now. We just created the view. We didn't. This is the view now. We've created the view, just the view. We didn't do
There's no
much.
logic now.
Yeah, we just created the view. Didn't do much. So let's see how it look like. Okay, this is actually where if this is enabled, right? If it is enabled, so this is where we be redirected to and asked to type the OTP. So what start like writing the logic. Then after writing the logic, we are done writing the logic, and this is actually working. What we're going to do next is to start writing the JavaScript of this that can print out the errors or messages and whatnot. So let's quickly go. Let's get started. I didn't do much here. What I did here is to get this design think you guys have the copy already. I think it's on there on the also the backup as well. We're also going to be figuring out the backup. All right, so let's get started. Um, so so the first thing, any user that will any user that would um visit this page must be a login user. So we don't want to keep it open where anybody can have access to this URL. So any user that comes in here must be excuse me, just a minute. Let me pause this. Trying to let me check something. So what I will do is that I will first uh, ensure that any user coming in here must be a login must be authenticated user. So to do that, to be able to uh, allow only login user to have access to this page. But before then, let's try using another browser where we are not logged in because we are logged in here already. Another browser where we are not logged in. So try to use it. So we have this here. So you can see we we have access to this page. So we won't stop any user that is not authenticated from logging in. Do that as soon as possible. So can there are different ways to do it, but we are looking at the seamless process. So from Django dot contrib dot auth then dot mix, then we're going to import login required. So the login required. So this login required is for, you can use this for only for class based view. So if you are using function based view, I think it's login decorator. You are going to use
Decorator, yes.
yes, exactly. You're right. Thank you. So we pass in this here login required. So in this login required, if you click here and you see that we have the function here. So verify the current user. Then after verification, it handles the permission, authenticate, request and authentication. So this is like the holistic view of what we are using, what happened at the back end. So if you want to see that, you just go your control and grab here. Don't get confused yourself. Don't unmute anything or omit anything here because it's definitely we're afraid to. So let's get rid of that. And then if the user is not logged in, so we want to redirect the user to
The URL.
the login URL. So login
Login
required
page.
equals to, so we pass in our login URL and login name, right? Login, I think this is what we used. Right, so let's go back to our previous check and try going there again. Can see we've redirected to the login before we can access that page. All right, that is done. What next are we going to do? What we're going to do next is to on the post requests here, we are going to get the OTP from the user. So whatever user entered here, so we're going to grab it from here. Then we'll grab it from here. Let's say I type this number, we're going to grab it from here. So if you inspect here, you all know this. I'm just trying to be more elaborate. So we have this name value, right? We have this name here. Sorry, what is that? I'm trying to, okay. So me, it's That's the input. This is actually hidden, right? Okay, get it here. So yeah, it's in this here. Okay, grab whatever that is here. Okay, so look at what we are passing here is token, right? Token. You can also see it on the view. What is that view? Oh, I'm trying to get that view. C2 factor. That's not OTP verification. Is that OTP verification? No, that is not. Why did I drop this? Trying to figure it out. Okay, let me check the verification. Okay, it's on OT. No, this should be two-factor login. The name is wrong. However, let's just leave it that way. Figure it out. Don't like that is on two-factor. So the two-factor login, I think is here. All right, much we are doing. We don't do much here, just like our usual design and whatnot. So, all right. So where are we? Where is it? Okay, let me just get rid of this. So bring it down a little bit. All right. Sorry, to make it bigger. Um, close this. All right. Trying to. What is that, man? Uh, okay, we'll leave this way. Okay, let's go on. So first, we need to grab the view this token. So OTP token. That's the name there, but that's wrong. We're trying to do two-factor token. But so on here we just call name or OTP token OT, 2FA underscore token is supposed to. So do request dot the post. So that's what we're gonna do. Request dot post. So after all cap posts or dot then get if you don't want it to scratch. Right, I think we've done this before. So this will give us access to the token for the front end, and so we check we'll check first if the token is authenticated, right? If the but we'll do that later. But let me just do something. So here we are going to check if the user is logging, right? If the user is logging or not. So what I'm going to do here is that for you to get the current user that is logging in Django, you need what we call requests, right? Dot user. We've done that before. So to get the current user that logging in Django, you need to do what we call requests dot what dot user, right? So we need to save this in a variable to use it in the future. So here I have user, they assign it in the variable. So this is my login user. So to make sure the user is logging, can console, you can print this out and you will understand. So next thing we are going to do is that we'll check if the user that is logging, if the user is not authenticated, right? If that particular user that login is actually not authenticated, we say user not authenticated, right? So we want to check, we want to make sure that this user um actually is logging, and then um after that I will then try to do some stuff and move on. So if not user, of course, dot is right. If not user, dot is underscore authenticated. So if the user is not authenticated, what we are going to do is actually very simple. So we are going to put in let's see if you are importing JSON. So we need to import JSON here. You can just say return, because we are not using we are not rendering on normal HTML, so we get rid of this. We don't need this any longer. So we are not rendering on normal HTML, so say JSON, capital letter JSON, capital letter response. So let me hold this here and fix this, import
That
this.
response is correct. Is not correct.
It's correct. Yeah. Look at it. You have imported. If not correct, can import. All right. So we pass in this because we are passing in context. So if you want to pass context in what's it called, dictionary, you use this, right? So passing the key of error. So this will help us track the error, and as a dictionary, then the user is not authenticated. User is not authenticated. All right. So passing the status, like passing the status of status, right? Oh, 400, right? 401 or 400. It's 401 or 402. I think it's 40.
401.
Yeah, 401. All right. So then well, the next step is to the next step is to also um check this. So say want to ensure that um you don't leave this empty, right? Like you don't leave it empty. So we'll say if not 2w token. So if it's empty, then we'll have to just return this again. Then error 2fk field, 2fk field cannot be empty. All right. So the next thing is to do is so when it comes to all right, so let's go back to the two factor. Where's the model?
When it doesn't match, Nko?
Sorry.
If when it doesn't match.
Yeah, we're going to coming to that still, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So here we want to like get want to like get the current user that log in, because you already have this, right? You already have this, you created this already, and you have the backup. So we want to do check the user that log in and then get the secret token. So remember I told you earlier that this is what is actually stored in your mobile phone, this particular token, right? So we want to like check if this token here is the same with the one you have in your phone, right? So if it's not the same, you will not be allowed to log in. Then after checking that, also check the code. And remember, the code is not stored anywhere in the database. So it's actually stored in thing is generated there, and there's a link between the code and the package that we are using. So there's actually a link between both. So We also will be checking the code. That is the package you can use to check if the code that is being generated on the mobile, it's the same with the one that the package py is actually generating. But right for now, we want to get this. We are going to use this letter. We want to get this. Now to get this, it's actually very simple. We first uh, check by getting the current user that login. Then we can say that current user that login dot this particular field. So we already have the model here. So we need to import this man to do that. So we come here and let's import it. So we have this. So go control and then you can fix and then import. All right, that's crazy. So let's just import like the importing the challenge for the import not working. Circular import. So dot model. I hope it's like doing this on this model, right? Import to, all right. So we want to check the current. We want to get the current user that login and also get this and also get this code as well, right? So to do that, where are we? All right. So after this, so here we can use a user 2fa, so which is equals to the two factor model dot objects dot get, right? So we pass in the user instance, this the user here, which is the login user. It's actually a one-to-one relationship, right? So then they will pass in this user that logged in, did that, or you can do request.user. You can do request.user. You don't need to do that, but we already have it here, so we just pass in that user. All right, user. All right. So then we now have access to the current login user. So you don't need to use try here because for you to access this page, you've logged in already, so don't need to use try in case you don't log in. So to get that, we say ot is it like ot or what? Like byot underscore secret code secrets. All right. So equals to, so put in the user file to the user two factor dot. So what are we getting? We are getting like this, trying to get the field this code, two factor code. So this what we are getting this. So this here is what we are getting. All right, so that's good. Then this is to, all right, to check if this is not the same, right? If it's not on our database, so we have to validate this and say, oh, it's not found. So say if not byot secret, then let's just return not found. Just copy this and then all right, so we have error. Then we have we say dot totp
OTP not found.
not OTP. Yeah, it's not OTP. It's the is this. Are you getting me? So it's not
And that is
OTP.
12K not found.
That is not 12K. That is not. That is a secret. What's it called?
Key.
What? Yeah, secret key. You can say okay. Then to
To enable and disable the 12K.
yeah. So what we are going to do, we don't want like to expose ourselves, right? You can say two-factor not found. I think that is better that way. That is better that way. So 2FA not found. All right. So this is cool. All right. This is cool. And what next? Then next we are going to do is we are going to like verify. We are going to verify this. If you recall, I mentioned earlier about how to verify this from the package. So let's import that. Okay, we're already importing it here. So let's make use of that. So here we're having uh, uh, let's see pyotp underscore secret. So here we are with the help of this secret, right? We can get the code with the help of this secret because it's this tyotp that generating the secret. Beneath here you can see it here, right? So it's actually generating it beneath here. So we can use it to can use this backup to verify to get the code that our phone is generating. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's move on. So we say that equals to pyotp dot um dot to yeah. So here we are going to pass in this py top secrets, py secret. We have two py secret here. I have to be very careful so I won't mess up. Okay, just one. So let's tyotp secret. Oh, sorry. All right. So what this is doing is adding up this man here, then to get access to the secret code, right? So this backup we can use it to verify this. So remember in your phone you have this already, right? So with this backup, with this you can use this to get access to the two-factor code being generated on your phone. So that will help us verify the code. So we are doing the verification next. So next is to say if so we are going to say if this py secret, if py secret dot verify. I think there's a problem here. We got the problem here. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing here. That's the problem. Like the same variable here. It's actually a problem. So you can see
It's different. The
uh
variable are different.
I'm
One
trying to
has
I'm
one
trying
has
to
four at the end and the other one doesn't have
yeah, I'm
it.
trying to look for a name to use. What name should I use? This backup. Let's say secret two factor TFK. right? Okay, verify secret. Let's do that. So, all right, we are passing this here. So this is the code that we are getting, and then we say if not the code is, then we are passing the code here to help us get the OTP token. So you can say that if secret dot verify, right, dot verify. So what are we verifying? We are verifying the code we're getting from our phone, right? So this is the code we type in here, this code here. So the code we are typing here, because we are actually getting this from our phone. So we are verifying to make sure that it's working, right? So do that. So if that is, what is that? Okay. If that is true, so we're passing this code here. Um, if it is true, then we have to log in, right? So we also need to import login from here. We have to log in. So here we have the login. Sorry, it's fucked up. So we have the login. I also have to import that as well. All right. So we have the login, and then next is login successfully. All right. Let's grab this. We have this here. Login successfully. Then S, if this does not work, if the OTP is invalid, right? If this is invalid, then we say, let's just copy and duplicate this. So here we're passing S, right? So here, so if this is invalid, and you have key error, not successful, error key, and then we say 2FA, 2FA code, 2FA token is invalid, right? All right. So let me um quickly do a rundown of what we've done so that can be clear. All right. So the first step here is to do some random import, and we have verify two-factor token, and then we have the login. So what this is doing is to ensure that we are logged in before we can access this entire view. So that is very, very important. Then if the user is not logged in, then we redirect the user to the login, asking them to log in for them to access this view. Then next, we are having our get method, and we pass in serve and request, and then we pass in the template. So here we have the post method, and in the post we are getting, on our front end we are getting the token. I've explained earlier about this. So the token is where is that? Oh, was not. So the token is this. Make sure that it's the same word spelled, no mistake, because if there are mistakes, a lot of error, so it may not work. All right. So here we are getting the current login user. So request the user, then store it in this variable. So we also is checking if this field is empty. If that's true, then if not this, then we have this error, and then we have status of 401. Then moving further, we also want to check if the current user is authenticated, though that's not necessary, but we have to do that for security check, purpose. So check. If not, it's authenticated, and then we have login is not authenticated, right? The next one here, we also want to get the secret code of the current login user. So what code are we getting? Then this here, we want to get it. So we pass in model.object.get, and then here we have request.user, passing the user instance, so which is this, and then passing the user request.user. Then this will give us access to the current login user. We have stored it in a variable user two-factor. Then we also put the POI secret, where we assign the secret code, which is two-factor dot two FA code. That's this field here, and that's what we have here. That's what you have here. So it's not a token. You're not getting access to the token, right? So let's move on, right? So we also validate this here by using, if not, you should be able to have this. So two-factor secret code, two-factor not found, right? Whatever. Or yeah. Then we also next thing is to call the secret FA. Then we, because we are working with PYOTP, and it has the code that is being generated, it's generated from our phone, but during the synchronization stage, that where the magic happens. So there's a link that is connected to this man, right? So that link that is connected to this man, there is a backup, secret backup code, which is this, right? And this also is on our phone, and this also in the TYOTP database, right? They have it in the database, is there. They have it in the database. So you too, you also have yours in the database. So the connectivity or the connection between the PYOTP and two-factor authentication app is just this code. So if this code is not the same with what you are getting on the database, it it won't work. So that is it. So what we did here is to add it up here, and then this will give us access to the code, and then we also use dot verify. So here we are verifying the token. This here we are verifying this, and then if that is true, then we have login. If it's not, we ask to retype the two-factor. So let me restart my server. Any question, like any area you need clarification, I can do that before we move on. All right, let me restart my server. Still having some bug. Let me check that out. Okay, we need to, like, this rubbish. So we need to import the login. So that login should be from Django, from Django, oh, what damn it, Django dot auth, Django dot auth, Django dot, excuse me, sorry, Django dot country dot auth. Oh, that's good. So we import again. Oh, we are good. We are good. We are good. So let's go back here and try to reload. All right, let's try to put this. Okay, I will be removing this. I don't like HTML validation. It can be easily bypassed, so don't use it, right? Don't try using HTML validation. You can bypass it. So they can inspect. Let me show you how to bypass it. You can come here and inspect. So don't even try it. Just remove it off now. Where is that? Okay, we have it here. It can easily be removed. Yeah, look at it here. Yeah, good. So you can submit, and this is it. So please um always validate. All right, always validate. So let me get rid of that now. So where's that? So take it off here. We're good. I think we're good now. All right. So submit, and we have this, right? Let me take this and see invalid token. Right. So we take this invalid token. All right. So let me quickly think out, just log out here. Um, let me take this over here. I'm trying to search it. Okay, let me just take this over here so we can also monitor some things going on. Oh, okay. Let's just do this here. Let's do this here. Let's do this here. Trying. Don't know why it's not logging in, but should log in. I think. Um. So, all right. Login. Invalid email. Why invalid email? Don't know. Invalid email. Interesting. Oh, don't know. I'm trying to log in a different account. Either this account or me account. You can monitor from the admin. Okay, let's go with this. The Diana, let's go with that. I don't bit confused about the login. All right, we've logged in successful. All right. Okay, now we are logging in without any problem, right? We are logging in without any problem. Now, what I want us to do is that in our login, we want to, before any user can log in, we want to check if this man here, what is that? If this man is true, is enabled. So if it's enabled, that means that user has to be redirected to the this place to verify, right? But if not enabled, then you can just log them in, right? So let's get that sorted out. Then we move on in verifying that. So so we need to do a lot of adjustment on our login and also our adjust as well JavaScript. Trying to mm, all right, let's go. So to do that, I'm going to come back to login. Let's go back to login. All right, so where are we doing it? I'm trying to that has to be I think after logging in. Is it before? Is it before logging or after logging in? How do we do it, self? The guy, is it before logging in or after logging in? Can
Before logging in. Before logging in.
uh no, we have to log in.
After authentication. After authentication, before logging in.
Okay, all right,
It's after
okay.
authentication, then before
Before
logging
logging
in.
in. All right, correct. All right, so let's authentication. This is not allowed. Verify. Okay, if email is verified, next is login. So we're doing it here, right? Hmm? So we're doing it there. Mm, so I'm trying to reason how to get that sorted out now. Okay, let's try something. Mm, okay, all right, let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to figure out really trying to figure out. All right. So okay, after logging in, so what we are going to do, like, let's be able to track, be able to tackle, be able to track the error. So here, I'm going to, like, what is that? So yeah, I'm going to call uh user 2FA, right then. So we are going to get it the same way we did this. Where is that? I think we did that before here. Okay, we've not done that. We did that before. I don't like typing much. Here, so we are going to copy. Not there. I think here, not there. Oh God. Okay, here on this verification, not here also. Don't know. Right. Okay, let's write the code. Let's write it. We don't have much time to spend. Let's log in. All right. So let's say two-factor. Okay, we've not imported it. So let's quickly import it as well. That should be from account dot models, right? Import two-factor, right? Okay, so we are calling the two-factor dot objects dot um dot what again, object dot gets. So we want to get the user. So here, this is where we are authenticating the user. So don't need to do request for user. So if it's actually authenticated, that should log in. All right, so passing the user instance goes to user. All right. So after that, then we are going to say if user fa dot is what again, trying to see user fa is let me try to make sure that this is working. Right. To get rid of this error, so I have to put accept, um just put the accept there and put pass. All right. mm, that's good. That's good. So if the let's check our model and know what we are. So what is enabled? Okay, is enabled, right? If it's enabled, all right. So let's login with login man. All right, if it's enabled, so if that is true, then you should have something like return response, return um JSON response. So here I'm going to have two-factor, right? Um, 2FK, two-factor, right? Just 2FA, right? The error code. What will be the error code, like two factor, right? Let's just do that as well. All right, here will be two 2FA verification is required, right? So 2FA verification is required, right? So here we can say if it does not exist, so two-factor does not exist. So I feel we are doing this indentation issue. So all right, make sure you're not doing it outside where we are. Okay. If not verified, there's the things going on here. If not user, so all right. If doesn't exist, you just log in the user, right? Sorry. If that does not exist, just log in the user. So right, so this is what we did. Very simple, very just straightforward. So we are checking if the user is logged in. If it's logged in, then we are getting the logged in, the model of the current login user. Then we say if the user login
Sorry,
user,
sir.
sorry,
The
yeah,
user have not logged in there. We are just checking if it is authenticated.
authenticated user, like if the user has been authenticated this way. Have you seen it here? Yeah, Mr. D.
Yes, I saw it. Authentication doesn't mean it's login now. It
Yeah,
only
yeah.
means it
That
exists.
if it is
That's
if
what
it
I'm
is
saying.
yeah, if it is authenticated, that means if the password and username are correct, right? If it is correct, so we are having the user, so the deal will give us access to the correct user authentication. So here we say if that user that has been authenticated is enabled. If the token is enabled, then we have to have this error. So if not, otherwise should log us in, right? If it doesn't exist, just log us in. Okay, let's try to do something here. Try to log in. My server is broken, so let's try to start the server and try to run the server again. We're having error on line 63. Oh, so I have issue here. Lot of issues. Lot. Okay, I think you're having if, so let's just remove this if and pass it around the right. Up. So I feel that I did tackle this shit now. Um did I tackle this shit now? Right. So because this is like mm, oh, there's a problem here. God, this is going outside this. Ah, okay. If user is not known, okay. Sorry, I think all this needs to be here. Like you have to be trying to check. Okay, it has to be where use if user, like you have to be inside if user is not known. So think you don't need to go out there if user is not known. So all this shit have to be down there. If user is not known, also get this up. Mm, get this two up. Oh, this also. So if the user is if user is not known, all right, then all these things should just work. Oh, apology. trying to figure it. All right, then move it. Okay. Oh, all right. So yeah. So all right. So I think we are good. We are good. We are good. So if the user is not no, then that's like S, just passing the S here. So S, if the user is not no, so the S should have this. All right. So let's do that. All right. So let's try it again. I think we've been able to fix it. Try putting the wrong passwords. We have incorrect. Let's reload and let's try to log in. So it's logging in, right? So let's go back here, and then what we are going to do next here is to, all right. So okay, let's go back to here. So reload. I'm going to scan again from my Chi, are you there? Can you scan? Chi, baby.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm using my phone now.
Okay, all
My
right.
laptop is there.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. Okay, let me just scan quickly and all right, scan that already. All right, let me just get that code. So we have 0203888. All right. So scan this. So it's actually completed, right? So when you come here and I'm doing okay, I'm actually doing this on the wrong account. So doing this on the admin account. So let me do this here. Let me do this on this account. Let me do this here, right? So I'll copy this and then come here. All right. So I think that's two. I don't know. Two. Let me the link. So this is the one we want to do. So you can see right now is not enabled, right? So let me quickly. All right, go back. All right, okay. That is cool. Grab it here and then enter. All right. So I tried typing the one I have here. So let me try typing from a different account, right? So 49, okay, that is off. 86283 and then to try verifying. You can see token is invalid because it shall belong to another account. All right, so let me verify again. Add it up and okay. Three 9089. Okay, that is confirmed successfully. All right, let's reload and confirm. So you can see now if you try to like log in, we will be redirected to this page. So but right now we can't do that because we are yet to write, like we're yet to um write some information like to integrate that on our JavaScript. But however, let's try logging in and confirm. All right. Sorry, logging in here. Sorry, load. Okay, let's try logging in. We can you just be loading and no, it's not possible. Let's try that again. Try to log in. No, you can't log us in. That's the problem. Uh, there's a problem. Let's confirm this enabled. All right, so let's go back here and check the login. There's a problem, so we just need to figure it out and fix it. So if user is null, so start from if user is null. Okay, so if user is null, if the user is null, this is okay. Then if user email is verified, okay, then try user dot get if user if user is enabled, right? Which is true. Okay, let's get this. If the user is enabled, okay, all right. So I have seen where the problem is coming from. So um, if user does not exist, it should log in. Mhm. Mm, Trying to figure out where the error is coming from. Um,
Sir, in line 43, where you use
43.
cash and try.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Here
what's
you
up
are
with that?
checking. I think you're only checking if we have the code, the two-factor authentication code, using the request user, which is the user that already signed in. And if you get the user, we are now checking if the two-factor is enabled. If it is enabled, it's supposed to redirect us to the page in which you have to verify it. But we are
You
only returning JSON.
don't need to wait.
After checking if the
Yeah.
two-factor is enabled or not,
Mm.
in that code, after it is checked and it is enabled, you are just returning JSON respond instead of redirecting to where we are meant to verify that two-factor code. I think I just should do that.
Judges that will do it, yeah.
So you haven't done the Ajas, have you?
No, it's supposed to like show us the error, like not to show anything at all. But it is logging us in, which is not okay. You grab.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, I think alright, let me try to spec again and see what uh okay, so hold on. This okay. Um, so we have like try, accept. Okay, if user is not, if user is enabled and then try and accept. Let me take this up so I will know what I'm doing. All right, try and accept. So this, let's just say pass here. Then we Okay, trying to. Alright, there's a problem here. Let's take this out. Alright, I think this. Let's just leave this empty, and then okay, let's just see. It should just continue. Pass. Let's just put pass here. This can come in here. Oh, let's try that again. Think this is actually running under here, under this, under this, under the uh try and accept. So we'll have just fix it up. Let me check that out again. Try to logging in. Okay, it's working now. So you can see it's just reloading. You understand? The guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's just reloading. This is what it's supposed to do. So it's just reloading. So we are going to write a code that can redirect us to this page. So what I did was that initially this was actually under here, and that's wrong. So all right. So let's move on. Let's move on. So we next thing we are doing is that we'll be like, let's check our was it again, custom login. So we have a lot of things to do at the login stage. So both the business login and you know but now let's just finish up. Let's just finish up with let's just finish up with the login. Let's just finish up with the login. All right. So what we are going to do, we will check on the login. Let's go to login. So this is where we have the login. I think this is the login, right? No. Okay, this is the login now. This is what we have. Uh, okay. I think I've done this before, but let's get rid of that now. Let's see. Let's get rid of this and try to trash or something. Come in, try to like. Hmm, hmm. Trying to remove some. I think where I've copied this code, I actually did this before, but let me remove it. Okay, think get rid of this here. So what is that? Okay, I also want to get rid of this as well. These are like what's it called? It AY blah 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 that I did. So I have to just get rid of that. All right. So okay, all right. So I'll do that here, just here. But let me console the log and see what we are getting. Go to the log. Let log response. So we'll come back here and reload. So it's spread and take that download it on console. So let's try to log in. So um, you can see that this is error. Blah blah. Where are we getting this blah blah from? So don't know. No, I'm not actually getting this from here. Right? Show. I'm not getting the console the log. That means it's not running the successful page. So let's try consoling the log the error. Like let's come to the error here. Let's try to console the log this. Okay, we're having an error here. You see that two-factor object. Do you mean attribute object has no is enabled? Do you mean what? It's enabled. Okay. Okay. Think that's error. There you go. So we have an error there. So I think we used the wrong so we use the wrong instance. So let's check it out. So check this out here. Okay, it's enabled. That was a mistake. Let's go back to login and this is it enabled. So passing the all right. So let's try logging in again and try to check that out. Reload and boom. Okay, okay, that's it. Sorry, I think I've done this. Let me remove all this two-factor blah 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 that is just here. I think I removed this two-factor or whatever. I think I've removed that already. Okay, think I'm coming. I've done that before, that two-factor before. Think I'll remove it. I don't know why it's not. Okay. All right. Okay, login. While I two login here, so okay, just one login is here. So where is it getting that from? I've already okay, just so let me just trying to oh sorry. Um I had to check this is sources and that's only what it says. So I don't know where is all this one is taking all this one from. That is redirecting not to where we don't know. Um this error loads this two-factor authentication needed. Where is he getting that shit from? I don't know where he's getting that shit from. Because login. Let's check the registration here. If we have that login here. Know where the error is coming from. So let me check if we have login here. It's crazy. No, we don't have login here. So we don't have login here. Check it here. Don't still have it here. So I feel that cookies is truly dealing with us. You have to clear out the cookies and see what happened. Login, yeah. Then if that successful to give a space successful console the response successful. Okay, so if that's successful So after that, this, then disabled. I don't know where it's all this code is actually coming from. So let me log out and log in from here. Hopefully that will fix it up. Um, log in. So let me log in with talk to. Okay, I think that is fair here. The other place is cookies. So um, so you can see that we are having OTPs required. So the guy, Mr. D, Mr. D, Mr. D. Ah, nobody's here again. Uh, okay, let's wrap up. I think everybody have gone out. So we'll wrap up here. Chidima, Chi, Chidima.